We're going to go back now to the MASN broadcast booth and be joined now by Baseball Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. Let's go back to Andrew Cashner and what he did in this game and the fact that the Orioles have played so close games here on this road trip. What did you see from Cashner, Jim?
Well, he pitched well, and he was pretty efficient. A game only gave up the one run, had a 1-0 lead, so not a lot of runs to work with. As we said earlier, he's been raining runs for him. I mean, never really over the course of his career. I think he got 5.5 runs a couple of years ago, won 11 games. Most he's ever won this year was almost 8 runs a game. So he didn't get that today, but he kept the ball club again in the in the game. And let's be honest. If you're going to play Houston, you want Correa hurt. You want Altuve hurt. You want Springer hurt. You want Diaz hurt. You want Stassi hurt. And they're playing him now. So, again, you take advantage of that. You pitch well. And it was great to see him pitch well. Because a lot of times, even, in the old days, sometimes we used to call them, if you pitch well and lost by a run on the road, you'd call it a complete game loss, CGLs. Mike Flanagan kind of coined those. Right here, I think he took one for the club. He kept him in the ball game, and then, bullpen was terrific. We saw Castro. Now he's pitched well in 5 straight ball games. That's refreshing because now all of a sudden he'll come up the ladder as far as when they'll use him if you're Brandon Hyde. So it gives the not only the bullpen a little length, it also gives them somebody that's actually pitching very well.
Jimmy, you got to show a little love to the bullpen today. I mean, after that little spanking they took in left field the other day, they really have come back well. You were right. I heard you talking about it.
Well, Doug Brocail's a big guy. If he told me something, I'd say, yes, sir, whatever you want. He pitched 18 years in the big league, so he had a little powwow out in left field after they came in and did not pitch well in that 11-3 game, which would have ended up 12-11. Rangers scored 5 runs in the 9th inning. He wasn't happy. He was talking about, number one, let's be a little more efficient. Brandon Hyde, first year as the manager, also as a former catcher, said, hey, let's have some more simple innings. Let's be more aggressive. And, Rick, you've been around, 24 years as a catcher. Not the first time a pitching coach might have gotten a little bit edgy and told everybody what he really thought. Otherwise, you try to be diplomatic. I think the Wednesday, that kind of changed for Doug Brocail of the Oriole bullpen because I didn't think he certainly didn't like what he was seeing.
Jim, it's nice to see a smile on your face after an Orioles victory, no doubt about it.
What are you guys, I just heard you said we demoralized them, so I'll tell you what, Rick Dempsey knows as well as I do, whether you broadcast or not, this is a team that plays hard. They usually, again, they're not the most talented club yet. These guys are learning at the major league level, not always easy. So, wins are wins. And, they win 12-11. So here, that was the way they started this road trip. They depleted the Houston club, but they outplayed them, they outscored them, they outpitched them, and that's refreshing. Nice to see.
It's always refreshing to hear your comments, Jim. We'll talk to you tomorrow after the Orioles conclude the series against the Houston Astros.